All right, hello everyone. So let's take a look at what we've got. Today is the 15th, right? Correct, 15th of May, Wednesday. Now I've already posted the Astro Hours here. The first ones are here. The Astro Hours are in the members area. I've already done that like 10 minutes ago. And here's what we have. Now this is yesterday. Remember yesterday we said we could go in if the market pulled back into here, pulled back into here. It did pull back into here. So if you bought here, you could have bought here because when I was doing the video, it was around here. But if you were in the New York session, this was also good to buy. Okay, so the market pulled back into the Astro Hour, then went to the Astro Hour. Okay, and that's your 9.15, and this is your closing. It's pretty much the same where the price is. Okay, so this is gold. Now remember, with gold, we're in a bit of a twist, because on the one hand we've got room to push up, on the other hand, you know, this is looking like a lower high, lower low kind of thing. Are we going down? So we have to look at the bigger time frame now to kind of see what's going on. Now, as you can see, this is the bigger time frame, and I said a good price to buy was 66, and I said Monday was a swing day, so you could buy that, and that's your Monday, 2,331, 2,330, which we locked into, and this was an Astro Hour. So at the Astro Hour, the market came into that weekly PST level and started pushing up. So yesterday the pullbacks were good to go up to our target hours, and also in the weekly, as you can see, we're in that zone there. Okay, remember we drew this, so we're all nice and honky-dory. This is an upwards trend, so going back up is looking logical, right? So, and this is the daily. All right, so what do we want to do? So once again, we're in a bit of a dilemma here, all right, but we can still go up. Now this up move has not gone above the previous day. Okay, so today's Wednesday, that's your Tuesday, this is Monday. All right, so Monday, down, swinging low, going up. We haven't broken that yet. Okay, so how we're going to take care of it today? First of all, the support of the day is going to be here at 56.48. Now we've got to be a little careful here. Why? If you're using your ATAM, you have to do this. Okay, because that's one support level, which is fine. Happy to do that. This is another one according to that, and we haven't broken above the high of that yet. So this means that we can still, so Monday can still be the high of the week, which is here, as you can see, and that can still push down. So these are the Astro Hours here. So selling in this zone is not a bad idea. Let me do this. So selling the highs is not a bad idea either, because the market's got potential to push down. All right, so we could actually come down. This is also turning into, as you can see on the daily, a flag formation. We also have some gaps to fill in. So seeing the market back here, is a possibility. Okay, it's not illogical, let's say. All right, so the market can go both ways. So how we're going to play it? Well, this is where Astro Hours come in. The resistance of the day is going to be the 62, and that's 2,375. Now remember, from this week we had 2,374 from last week, okay, which the market made on Friday and sold off. Okay, this zone. Now we've got 2,375. If the market gets into that, it's a sell-off zone. Okay, so we can sell here if we want to. If it doesn't get there, but we're in the highs somewhere, which is a level I drew yesterday. Remember, I drew this yesterday. Market taps it exactly at Astro hours. So this was your exit from the low going up. Now we're still in this zone here. Okay. This zone is still a sell zone at Astro hours. And if we do push down, if we break below the 56, 2,350, let me move this up, 2,350, which is there. Okay. That's your daily pivot here. So if we break below this, okay, we'll have to check what will happen. So if you want to sell, we got to sell the highs, which is logical, like I said. Keep an eye out for 2,375. If you want to buy, it's also logical. But if this thing breaks, you know, I wouldn't stand in front of it. What I would do on the daily is, if you're using your ATAM, if this thing breaks at 56, 2,350, you might want to keep an eye on this level before you buy. Okay. In any case, 2,350 Astro hours is okay to buy. So if we come down first into an Astro hour, going up is okay. And then you got to make sure you cover yourself or take profit at 62, 2,375. So just shy off that. Okay. And see how that goes. Okay, because when it comes here, it will probably have a sell reaction. If it's an Astro hour, we'll probably highly likely have a sell reaction. So then you can follow it. Okay, this is a good kind of push up. It's not a very strong upwards motion, but you can see yesterday New York, it had a good buying opportunity. So coming back down here, going higher is okay, but we still haven't broken above Monday. So this zone, I think, if the market comes back here into the daily or the weekly pivot at an Astro hour, I think is okay to go long, because this weekly pivot will probably be this line here, which I'm still okay to buy. All right, that's that. So let's take a look at the euro dollar. I hope that makes sense, right? Basically, if we go up first, you can sell at these levels or in this range. It's okay, like here, it's okay. But you should cover yourself. Why? Because the market's trending upwards. Okay, it's trending upwards and we're bounced off a support. So what do we want to do? If the market comes back into a good spot, we'd like to go up. Okay, so if you're selling the highs, you just make sure you cover the trade. Don't go in heavy. Okay, because if this weekly thing breaks, then you know it's going to obviously go higher. Okay, and if it does, where should we go higher? Okay, if it breaks up, we'll have this LCL1 line there, which is 2,429. Okay, so we have to be a bit careful here, because this is where the market is getting squeezed. Right, you see it's getting squeezed. Okay, so be smart. Let's get into euro dollar. Now with the euro dollar, remember, okay, with the swing days as well. The euro dollar swing day is today. Okay, this is why I had this here, and I said we've got room to go up. Why? Because we've got gaps to fill. So here is a Wednesday. So going up is an opportunity to sell off. Okay, right there. So this might be a bit of an opportunity to sell. On the daily, it's looking so as well. This is where they sold heavy. So coming up into selling heavy is not a bad idea. If you put your Astro hours on there, remember we've got some levels we marked in. 0845 is there. All right, this zone. On the weekly, we don't have any levels, but we're pretty much there, as you can see. So this on the daily is looking logical. On the monthly, I did say this 50.51 is on the cards. 0840, 0870, you should have marked those levels in any case. Okay, these are levels the market might hit before selling. So selling here, I'm okay with, because it's a swing day as well. All right, so going up into a swing day and then selling off, I don't mind doing. The sell-off can come in on Thursday if it makes a high on the Wednesday, and then the Thursday might come in. If you are trading, you should look at the news, right? Here. This is today, all right? You should be doing this on a Sunday, okay? Knowing what's coming up. See, Tuesday, market moved. In Tuesday, I did give hours after the news as well, right? So if you use that 6:50, 10 past 7, you should have made money, all right? And then we've got here today, and then we've got Thursday, right? Which is fine, because if you're using the Astro hours, it should be just fine, all right? And that's that. Okay. Let's take a look at SP500. Now with SP500, market's still pushing up, which we said it could, okay, because we're in an upwards motion. And I said this could be a runner, okay, so going up is also okay. On the monthly as well, as you can see, this was the first resistance, it's kind of gone above it, but this zone, this 5,297 and slightly above 5,339, oh, come on, 339. So you can put these in there. Okay, it's a bit out there, as you can see. Okay, but it's a bit out there, but we can still put it in, not a problem. Okay, so what now? Now 247, if you took financial astrology from me, 247 was not a bad idea. 245 right there, as you can see. There's the closing price, market pushing up, and now we've got the Astro hours coming in today at 6:45, which is going to be there. 7:45 into here. All right, so what to do now? These were target levels yesterday, as you can see. So the market kind of like from here went back up. That's your Astro hours pushing up into the target. 9:15 closing, targets done. So we can get rid of these now. And remember, these were levels where we could buy at, but this was not an Astro hour. The Astro hours were after the news. Right, that's it. 550 is, this is 550 bar right there. Okay, and this is, I think, 10 past 7, is it? There you go, 10 past 7 there. Okay, so there between those two, right on the white line, nice and easy. Okay, we can get rid of that as well. So Astro hours off the white line, going into the target. So today, what to do? So we could still follow this, but remember your swing days, and it's a Wednesday. All right, so now look what happens. The market comes into a place where they sold off, and we've got what targets? 72.74, 5,274 to 90, 5,290, 5,274. So this is your zone. So the market's probably going to reach previous month's high, and then selling from here is looking okay. Don't mind doing it. Okay, if we come down first as an intraday trade into an Astro hour, going in there is okay. If after the news we're up here somewhere, then selling is going to be okay. If you want to cherry pick, you want to look at 2:50 p.m. my time and 7:45 p.m. my time. Those are 2 hours where you can really cherry pick. If you're going to trade the London or the European session, 7:30 and 11 o'clock is your cherry picking hours. So all of those hours, those 4 hours for the Euro session and the New York session, in my opinion, are good. And then we should target that 11 o'clock to 12:50 a.m. All right, so that's what we can do. So if we come down first, going in there is okay. And then you can target the highs. Then Wednesday will become a swing high. Then Thursday, we can look at selling the highs. Okay, does that make sense? Hopefully it does. Now this should be the setup for all the indices, right? Because Wednesday is a common day. It's a Dow Jones day, an SP 500 day, a NASDAQ day. So if I look at Dow Jones now, it's going to be the same kind of stuff happening. All right, Dow Jones, here we are with Dow Jones. Okay, so let's get rid of these as well along the way. Now with Dow Jones, because it's a Wednesday swing day, we're going to look for highs because the market is already pushing up, isn't it? So let's do that. Sideways market, buying the lows to go into those is fine. Yesterday targeting pretty good, as you can see. Astro hours down here, 10 past 7, is it? 10 past, oh, look at this. This is 5 o'clock. So what do we have yesterday? 650. Wow, look at this. This is 650. 10 past. I think 6:57. 10 past 7 there. Market sweeps and then rushes up. What time is that? 8:15. All right, 8:15. Wow, that's 8:15. Okay, Tuesday 8:15, and then going into 9:15, 9 o'clock, 9:15, and then closing. Okay, so the Dow Jones made a bit of a choppy move here, still going into that target. So the PST level, that's the daily. All right, we're here, remember. Now the PST today is that 73 zone. So 73, 5, and 6 is where we can sell off at Astro hours. So 39,729, 39,729. That's that. What else have I got? 987. Nine, 8, 7, 39. That can't be right, can it? 987. All the way into there. 39,882. Okay, they're a bit spread out. Okay, which is there. So they're a bit spread out. Now, because today's a swing day, we're still going to be looking to sell. All right. So I want to sell the highs. These are it. But the most, I think the better one is where this red one is. Okay, which is that 39,701,729 zone. 39,701. This zone is not bad. Okay, so if we go up here, sweep the highs as well. Selling at the highs is not a bad idea, in my opinion. Obviously, we don't want to be buying the highs here. That was a good drop, good push up. So after this good push up, coming back down is also okay. And that's basically it. Okay, so let's take a look at NASDAQ. Same kind of thing. NASDAQ, we've got 68.69 on the daily, 18,374, 18,374. Let's put these in there. $374. So this is one. That's also your previous month's high. Now this is also good. 69, 18,433, 18,4. The reason this is good, okay, the reason this is good is if it goes up there and comes back in quickly, and then we're at Astro hours, you can sell it off because they're like sweeping the stops, coming back down. It's all good. So that level at an Astro hour to sell off is also good, especially if we get a good reaction back down, and then the market could just sizzle down from there. Okay, so that's all okay, and that's it. So the market rushing back up to retest and then selling off again is okay. So we might be going into this sideways kind of motion, so selling the highs, coming into the lows, this until we go higher. All right, and that's basically it. If you want to draw your lines here as well, just mark your levels off the PST that I talked about, and that's basically it. So if you want to take that wick, you can. If you want to take that zone, you can, but obviously we're going with the PST levels. Okay, and then where should we come back down to? Well, at least we want to get back into there. We'll see how that goes. If we start to retrace, we'll look for where to come back to later. Okay, but selling the highs on the indices is what we're looking at. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Let's take a look at the daily. Now remember, this zone I said is a resistance zone, so selling the highs is okay. What a good buy kiss today. So that 48, which is 62,000, is going to be a resistance, which is where the market is at right now. Okay, so that's that. Yesterday the market did not go up, it just went, it did an inside day, as you can see. Right, we're inside the high and the low of the previous day, which is, that's the Monday. So oops, so we have an inside day, so we're going to break out one way or another, and on the weekly we're right on top of it. So this is a bit of a tricky situation. Last week I also said this is a bit of a sandwich zone. If the market does go up, you can still sell at the 64, 66, which are these levels. So make a note of it: 64,701, 65,884. Okay, still a sell zone in my opinion. The other sell opportunity is right here, right now. It's an Astro hour, and let me just see the 7 o'clock. Yeah, it's not a bad spot actually. Okay, it's not a bad spot. It's also doable. All right, so 7 o'clock, 6:45, 7:30 time zone is not a bad sell opportunity either here. If you want to sell here, okay, you can put your stop loss just above the high of the weekly and just see how that pans out. It's not a bad time period to sell off. Okay, what do you want to target? You want to target HCL1 58,827. That could come all the way into 57,500, which is fine. This is good targeting all the way into 57,500, 56,850. So going lower is logical. All right, so we've got higher, lower lows, lower highs. So the market is in that kind of downwards motion. You can also wait for a breakout on this one. Okay, once it breaks this swing, any pullback is also good to push down, and this is not a bad spot either. All right, if you're also using If you learn technical analysis from me, you can put your Fibonacci into this channel as well. You'll find you can draw your lines nice and easy. Okay, just double them up, double the Fibonacci, draw your parallels, and then you'll get additional targets and trade management locations in between. Okay, so I can get rid of that too, and that should be fine. So selling I don't think is a bad idea. We could push into that zone on the Bitcoin. Remember the swing day for Bitcoin as well it was Monday and Tuesday, and that's your Monday, Tuesday, right? So we're on a Wednesday. Monday it makes the high, Tuesday selling off from the high. Okay, so that's your Monday, Tuesday. Whoopsie the daisy. Coming down, up, selling down again. So it's not a bad idea. All right. Okay.